Okay, thanks for joining our free online lesson for today's. And for today's topics, basically we are going to cover on Inventor tips and tricks. Okay, in case you are looking this video on our Facebook page, so don't forget to like, share, and also tag your friends if they are also using Inventor software. So I believe that these topics are very useful topics. Okay, and everyone will able to learn new things later. Right, so let's straight away go to the topics that we are going to cover. Right, so for today's topic, basically we will cover on the first thing, which is a partial chamfer. So which is we able to set the start and end for our chamfer. Okay, so in this case, if you are working with a straight line, should be not a big issue. But after you are later on, when you are trying to work with a curved line, that will be a big problem to do chamfering. Okay, but no problem using Inventor anymore. So what you're able to do using Inventor? So just go to your Inventor software. So this will be my first part that we are going to demonstrate together. If I want to do the chamfer, I just need to click on this button, chamfer, over here. So just click chamfer. Okay, I can click on the line or on the edge that I prefer to create a chamfer. So this will be the normal method creating chamfer, am I right? So in case if I want to do start and end with a different location, instead of we are using from end to end, okay, end point to end point. So now I want to set up the start point and the end point. So as you can see on my screen at this top area, okay, at this chamfer panel here, so you will see that we have a chamfer tab and partial tab. So I just need to specify the location that I want to start or the location that I want to end it. Okay, so over here we can control the driven dimension also. So this will be the idea that we are also able to do instead of we need to do a cutting. Okay, so some cases they will do extrude cut or a sweep. Okay, but using a partial chamfer, so you just need to use a normal chamfer. Okay, and specify the distance for a start, specify the chamfer length, and you will get the end. So if you want to change the start here, so you can change the end and chamfer. So that will be the tips and trick, the first tips and tricks, which is using partial chamfer. So if you hit OK, and then you try to repeat the process, no problem. So again, partial chamfer. So I just click first here, partial chamfer from here and here. Okay, so now how fast that I am able to do this kind of shape. Okay, same goes to if I want to working with a curved shape. So since I already have a fillet here, right? Or I also have a bit spline curve here. So what I can do, just use the same concept. Click on this chamfer again, select on the edge. Now I can also click on the partial, directly choose the end and can move it directly like this. Okay, so that will be the very basic things that we are going to do for this one. So after this, we will cover more topics. So don't forget to share and like our the video from our Facebook. Okay, so now done. Okay, instead we need to do this. Normally people will do sweep for this case. Okay, so they will do some shape and then do the path and do the sweep cut. Okay, but to improvise your workflow, so what you can do, you can use also the chamfer function. Okay, same goes to this spline. So just straightforward click and select the end point, select the start point. You can just directly move or you can specify the value. Yeah, and hit OK. So done. Okay, so that will be for the first one. Okay, for the second one, we are going to talk about trim or cut our body into two body. Okay, we want to split. Actually, we want to split the body into two different body. Okay, so some cases we need to do extrude cut and then need to redo again for another side or need to mirror it. So why not, if you already have one item and then you just need to create one simple surface. Okay, so no need to do complex shape, just do the surface. So let's go to the software. So in case I already have this kind of modeling, right? So then suddenly I want to do a cutting for this object. Okay, if I rotate, I already create a shell for this model. So, and I want to do cutting for this object. So what I can do first, just directly create a new sketch at any face, no problem. So in case if I want to create a sketch from the base top body here, also can. So just delete, right click, new sketch. So what we are able to do, we just can directly click line, draw until here. Okay, if I want to do arc, then I just need to go to this endpoint, click and hold, then it will create for me the arc. Okay, so this will be the method that how I able to do an arc. Okay, but if you not prefer to use this method, no problem. So just use a normal method that you prefer. By using line, later you do a fillet. Okay, for example, something like this and this. Now you can just directly move it and do the fillet. Okay, for example, here I click on fillet. So 10 mm, this one and this one and this one. So once you're already done with the sketching, okay, so once you're already done with the sketching, if you want to split this body, you need to create a surface first. So let's do some simple extrusion. Click extrude, select profile, which is the sketch that we already done. So in this case, you need to tick on this surface mode, turn on the surface mode first. Okay, so this one I just hit OK, turn on the surface mode. Click this one, click on this line, go to here, both sides, and I just specify the height for these two sides, the symmetrical extrusion. Okay, once you're already done, then you can hit OK. So you already have the body and also you already have the surface. So by using a simple split button, okay, so you just need to select the tools, this one, and select the solid by default, it already pre-selected, and I just hit OK. So the behavior, we have three options. Either we want to keep both side item or you want to remove one of it. Okay, then just hit OK. Right, so what happened now? So if you check on my model 3 on the left side here, all my item on here already become gray color. So I cannot use it anymore because I already split out. In case if I still want to use, I need to move the end of part to top, above the split, and then can do the editing. Right? So that will be the tips here. So once you already create this kind of job, right? So what you can do, basically you already have two bodies. Okay, body 1 and body 2. Okay, so this one solid 4 and solid 5. So you can just directly using this direct edit and then just directly move the solid. 1, 2. Hit done. Okay, so now you are already easily split these two body, okay, using one single parts only. So that's how it works if you want to split the body, okay, using the surface. Okay, next. So this one is a very general one, basically. This one is a bolted connection in assembly. So since most of the people that I know, they still use a normal extrusion for the bolt connection. So I try to show what is the benefit using this bolt connection using Inventor itself. So first thing first, if I already have this kind of model, right? So, and then I just want to do a hole first. So if I go to this wireframe view, so this will be the shape that I have at the middle here. Okay, so what next? After I already have this 3D modeling, so if I want to do a hole, so you just can, from assembly itself, so you just need to go to here. Okay, go to this 3D model, click hole, and just hit the position here. So by default, if you are using normal method, you need to do one by one. Okay, one by one means if you have two parts that you need to create a hole, okay, you need to do it twice for part 1 and part 2. Okay, but now I just directly create the hole using this IAM. So that means the whole position will be fixed at the same point. Okay, so to change the location of the hole, you can go to this sketch and then do the dimensioning. So that depends on what you want to do. Okay, so after I already done for this hole, okay, so the size is 10 mm, I just hit OK. So this hole already create, okay, so already make a hole for this first part and then this second part together. Okay, just using the assembly to create a hole. That will be the fastest way instead of you need to make it one by one. So now we want to create a bolt connection. So go to this design tab, bolt connection. So use this concentric. Since we already have the hole, so use the concentric. So click here, click the circle, and then select the termination, which is at the bottom. Okay, so the diameter already correct, 10 mm, and now we need to click on this, click to add fastener. Okay, so some cases it will take a bit longer time to appear for the first time. Okay, so once you already appear the things that you can select later, so then you just need to select the bolt and then you just need to select at another side, which is the nut. Okay, that will be the benefit for this thing. So why we need to use this bolt connection? If you have multiple circles that need to do the same bolt connection, then you can just directly click on this circular reference to add another circle. Okay, instead of you need to make it one by one, right? Okay, so this will be the first one that I want. Okay, and then I just want to directly click on this fastener to add nut at the bottom side here. So that's it. Okay, so very straightforward for bolt connection, but so the tips here that I want to share, you can create a hole directly in your assembly. Okay, no need to do one by one on your parts. Okay, so I just click nuts and choose whatever nuts that I want, whatever shape that I require here. So once already choose, we can click OK only. Right? Okay, so after this, we will jump to sketching more efficient, and then how we want to make it auto project each time we create a sketch, or if you want to turn off that auto project, or you want to auto zoom to the specific, auto rotate to specific view, that one also we will cover after this. Okay, so I just hit OK. So since it's take a bit longer time, so I just hit OK. So already done here. Okay, so this one I already create using the bolt connection and together with this one, the bolt connection. Okay, so the tips here, if you want to create a bolt connection, you want to create a hole. So the most efficient and easiest way to create a hole, go to this 3D model, click here, click. Okay, and then go to sketch. If this one already become a circle and then you want to make it sharing a same point, so you just need to use a project first. Okay, project, and then use coincidence for the point and this one, and for the whole point. Finish sketch. Okay, completed. Okay, completed. So that will be the tips and tricks here. Okay, so now we are going to these sketching things. Okay, if you having the if you have one file that you need to keep doing the sketch, or you need to auto rotate or do anything on the sketching, so normally you will see something like this. So this will be, for example, I want to go to this XY plane. So I just turn on the visibility. So when I go to the option, so click on File, Option. Okay, go to this Sketch tab. So they will have a few buttons that you can turn on or turn off. Auto Project Edge during curve creation. Okay, so this one, Auto Project Edge for sketch creation and edit. So this will be the things that if you require to have all the edge by the time you do the sketch. So just turn on. Okay, so right now, I show you what are these two buttons able to do. Okay, so look at the sketch plane, creation and edit. So in environment, part environment and assembly environment. So if I go to this XY plane, right click and then create sketch. Okay, new sketch. It will directly zoom in to here. But if I turn off, okay, if I go to this sketch option, sketch option again. Okay. Where is my? So I just go to this tools, application option. So just the same sketch. I try to turn off for these two. Hit apply and close. So whenever that I try to create a new sketch, you can just directly do the sketch from this view, from current view. Okay, so some cases you need to keep rotate it. Okay, some cases you need to stay at the current view that you want to have. Okay, so later after you're already done with these things and you want to go back to this view, you can just simply right click. Okay, so just can simply right click and then just click on this look at. It will also rotate for you. Okay, just the same. Okay, some people are prefer to make every time they create a sketch, nothing to do with the rotation. Okay, they don't want this the view keep rotate. Okay, for example, here I want to create drawing from here. So new sketch, it will fix like this. Okay, that will be the example. Right? So that will be, if I'm not mistaken, of my fourth tips. Okay, so this one is a very useful tips and tricks. So since you already have some model, okay, and then you require to create another model that reference to the existing model. Okay, what is the most efficient way to make it this kind of object, this kind of procedure? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just go to my Inventor, this model. So since I already have this model, and then I want to make, this one is a body, I want to make another part, which is a cover. So first thing, we need to create new part inside this assembly. So go to this assemble, create, select template. Since right now I'm using MM, everything in MM, go to metric, standard MM IPT. Okay, and then this one should be as cover 2, for example. Okay, just hit OK. So as you can see at this bottom left, right, select sketch plane base features. So I just need to click on anywhere that I want to put as a base. So this face. Okay, so later on, this shape already become gray, or the color become dim, a bit dimmer. Yeah. So the step, how I able to do here. So since it's a bit complex for me to create one by one, if I want to do it, I need to make it one by one line, right? So what is the fastest way? We can use, go to this modify here, use this copy object. Okay, now we will have a few options. You can create this object, directly select the all bodies, or you want to select face. So this method will create a new object as a surface, composite, repeat geometry, or group. Okay, so my preferred, I use composite or surface. So for this case, if I already have this shape, right? So then I just need to click here, select also the fillet, and on this side, fillet and the face. Same goes to here, and select all the side. Okay, this one, another one. Okay, and another one, I just click here if I require also. Okay, so you can click here. So once everything done, you can hit OK. So some cases, since this one is a surface, so inventors sometimes they will advise you to use a composite instead of surface. So this one you can continue or you can cancel and change to composite. No problem. Okay, depends on your PC also. Right, so my body already done. Okay, so my parts here already done. Then I just can turn off the visibility for the first object. So this will be my surface for this current object. So in this case, if I want to make a thickness, right? So normally I will do thicken. Okay, but over here, if I click thicken here, okay, I select everything. So some cases will have problem. Okay, but we try first. So if I click here with 1 mm and then I hit OK, so it will directly generate 1 mm thickness here. So any reason why this shape and this shape is not joined together? So the reason why, because of this shape are already over than this line. So what we're going to do, we can just directly trim first. Okay, using trim surface. So select a cutting tools. Okay, select a cutting tools, or maybe you can do another method later. Okay, so another method which is we just extrude cut easily, much more faster. Okay, so in this case, what is the benefit of using this method? So when I click on this thicken, right? So I choose everything at this top, okay, with 0.3 mm thickness, hit OK, and then click return. Oh, sorry, I change the material first, okay, to differentiate it. So this one I just change to green. Okay, and then I try to return. Okay, don't forget to turn on back the visibility for the first object. Okay, what are the benefit of doing this thing, right? So if I go to this body, right? Okay, and then I just turn off the visibility. Okay, then suddenly I just want to rotate or move this object. Okay, or make it longer. So using by edit it first. So use this direct edit. Okay, so for example, this one I want to rotate. So I can rotate this object at any point, any location, or anywhere. Yeah. Okay, so this one I just want to direct edit again. So first I want to move it. Oh, okay, sorry, because I wrongly choose. I need to choose like this. Okay, something like this. I need to choose like this. Okay, so make it become longer. Okay, same goes here. I just need to select this one and then rotate. Okay, then I can just easily rotate here, for example. So whenever that you're already done with your direct edit for the existing part, okay, for the actual parts, so you can go back to return. Okay, so just save the file. Okay, they will have one symbol you need to update your file. So basically, your cover also will be updated. Okay, instead of you need to edit one by one. So now, whenever that you use the concept that I show you just now, we just copy the body as a surface and then make it thicken. So you already improve your capability instead of need to edit one by one. Okay, so using contour parts. Okay, and this will be the good things also that I am able to share for today. Okay, for example, I have this kind of drawing, right? Okay, so normally what you will do, normally you will extrude. Okay, you will create extrude and then create another extrude here, create another extrude here. So what are the expectations? So normally we will do something like this. So for example, I have this point and then I also have this point. Okay, so since this one is a bit complex, so not a straight one, then a bit hard for me to do it, right? Okay, so they have taper here. So what people will do, normally they will do something like this, and then they will create a new sketch mode here. Okay, project geometry, all these things. This one and this line, and draw the line and extrude to the back. So that will be the normal method that people are doing. So basically using Inventor, we have one tool, we call it as a match face. Okay, as long as you have the point, okay, as long as you have the simple line or the edge for the shape that you require, so what you need to do, so you just can directly edit. Okay, you just directly extrude the file. Okay, let me delete first. So now I already have this line, right? Okay, so I just need to click extrude, click on this face. Okay, click on this face, right? So now I have option. Either I want to extrude this area or this area. So I just click here, change the direction. Okay, so now I want to change with a specific distance. Okay, to top with 5 mm, for example. Hit OK. Okay, nothing to do with everything need to create extrude twice or need to do the project geometry so many times. So you just, as long as you have the point, okay, so what did I need just now? Only this point. Okay, this one basically I just create line and then do the dimensioning. That's it. Nothing much. Okay, so that will be a few tips and tricks that I'm able to share for today's. Okay, so basically I also have more tips and tricks that I also can share for Inventor, or if you want tips and tricks for AutoCAD also, we are open to do. Okay, so don't forget to go to our website. So thanks for those that joined here on our Zoom. Okay, so we also have a lot more topics, interesting topics for this month and upcoming months. So for those that working a lot in AutoCAD and then keep doing editing using AutoCAD, so you can just go learn by just join this free online lesson. I believe this topic is very useful for AutoCAD user, dynamic block. Okay, and we try to plan for upcoming months topic. So if you have any specific topic that you want to request, so just go to here or hands-on workshop request, click here. So just request any topics that you want, okay, any specific topics. So just put a remarks. So later I will plan with our team to make it topics that you really want to learn for free. So this one is we did for free for all our clients. Okay, and also don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, follow and subscribe. So we did have a lot of video. So for those that more to plan design, I post most of the almost every month I will post one of the video for this plan design. Okay, so that will be my presentation and my tips and tricks sharing for this session. So hopefully we will meet again for upcoming months. So while right now I try to wait for any question and answer if there any. All right, most welcome. Thank you, Mr. Zam. Yeah, very useful. You can try. You can try to improvise your workflow. Okay, I want to every one of you that use Inventor can able to speed up your job using Inventor. Okay, instead of using normal method. Okay, so thank you everyone. See you next time our free online lesson. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. All right. Okay, bye bye.